here we go for the third trading day of the week. It's Thursday, the fourth trading day of the week. I am Boason Omofaye. Welcome everyone to the show. And this is how your markets across these 5 jurisdictions closed on Wednesday. The Nigerian market came back after previous losses to rate 1.24% in the positive territory, led in the main by the shares of Airtel Africa, which climbed roughly 10% in Wednesday trade. However, banking, insurance, and a few other key sectors remain in the sell-off mode. 0.05% decline for the BRVM composite in Cote d'Ivoire. The Egyptian market down by 1.61%. Nairobi market eked out 53 basis points, and the GSC finished in the red by 16 basis points. And that's a bit of a summary across some of the biggest markets on the continent. Let's go straight into the news. The lawmakers in Kenya have rejected a plan by the Kenyatta's administration to raise taxes on alcohol and bottled water. In the meantime, the Bank of Uganda's deputy governor says there's a need for continued investments for macroeconomic stability, while Ethiopia's Tedros Adhanom has been reappointed as the Director General of the World Health Organization. Congratulations from this end. Pfizer has entered a new supply partnership with 5 African countries for the vaccines needed to handle COVID-19. And Rwandan President Paul Kagame has said there's a need to prevent the African market from collapsing. Let's come to West Africa and Nigeria in that region where the president of the AFDB, Dr. Kumi Adesina, has asked the International Monetary Fund to disburse Africa's portion of the new $650 billion special drawing rights through the AFDB and other multilateral agencies in order to use them much better as part of interventions that are needed across infrastructure, food, energy, healthcare, whatever, across the continent. And Fiona Ahime has broken a record as the first female vice president of the Chartered Institute of Stockbrokers of Nigeria. If this continues, she's in line right now to break that 30-year record at the CIS. Is going to be the first female president of the Chartered Institute of Stockbrokers. And Fitch Ratings says Nigeria's rising inflation does not bode well for the country's consumer spending. Discretionary spending gets hit the first as soon as we see inflation rise now at about 16.8% last month. And Ghana's President Nana Akufo-Addo have told the EFDB to bridge and overhaul the financing gaps that exist within the structure of the DFI. Ghana is playing host to the week-long annual meetings of the EFDB, where the DFI yesterday released its Africa Regional Economic Outlook and says economic growth for 2022 will be much smaller than last year on the back of the COVID-19 and the Russia-Ukraine crisis. And the World Economic Forum in Davos the first in-person meeting in roughly 3 years, will be ending today. The Ivorian Prime Minister was speaking there on Wednesday, says there's a need for stronger agriculture system on the African continent. Let's check with Southern Africa. And that's the top story is coming through from Glencore with all the story looking to pay $1.5 billion in fines to UK, Brazil, and the US, according to new filings because of bribery and that the organization, the mining giant, a trading company, has been involved in over the years 2007 to 2018, involving even Nigeria State Oil Corporation, bribery to government officials in order to make profit. And President Ramaphosa of South Africa says countries who are bystanding on the Russian crisis will be hurting more on the back of the sanctions brought on Moscow by the Western economies led by the US and Europe. And Namibia is looking at the green bonds to fund projects and pursue the production of hydrogen energy. And President Mnangagwa of Zimbabwe has told the World Economic Forum to leave no one behind in Africa's next agenda. And Angola is looking to increase pensions by 10%, looking to grow the size of the country's pension a whole lot bigger than the present size. Okay, let's bring in the North Modern market, with Egypt looking to design a program with the IMF within the next 2 months, part of the support that President Al-Sisi is looking forward to get. And EFG Hermes raises revenue 55% to 1.9, roughly 2 billion Egyptian pounds year on year in the first quarter, while the CIB of Egypt has launched a new high-yield CDS with up to 15% rate. That's in the financial services industry. The IMF is warning of soaring commodity prices in Middle East and North Africa. No thanks to the Russian war in Ukraine, which locked up roughly 25 million metric tons of grain from Ukraine through the Black Sea. And the Green Climate Fund has granted Tunisia about $2 million as a funding support to help the North African economy support is climate change and projects relating to climate sustainability and adaptability. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. That's your trading day this Thursday, the fourth trading day of the week. Watch this show again on our YouTube at frontierafricareports.com. Subscribe, it is free. Our social media platforms are also there on LinkedIn, on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And of course, you can go on our website at www.frontierafricareports.com. I'll see you next time. Thank you, everyone. Bye for now.